Okay, hi. I'm going to show you now how to configure your VPN. This should work for lots of VPN setups, but the video is designed specifically for our clients. First thing you're going to need is the email or the sheet where we gave you the information about your VPN. So you'll see here the address that you're going to connect to. We'll have provided you your username and password. If we've told you the type of VPN, that's some information you're going to need later. If we haven't told you, then you won't need to worry about it. And finally, the share address is where you can tell your home computer or the computer you're working on how to find the shared files at the office. So now that you have this information, we'll keep it up on the screen. If you're in Windows 7, click Start and type VPN. You're going to get this option, Set up a virtual private network. Once you've opened that, it's going to ask you for the first bit of information. Now, I've already got a VPN set up and I've blanked out ours, but you'll put in something like ouroffice.yourdomain.com. It might be an IP address, just a bunch of numbers. Whatever it says here, you'll paste in here. The destination name, you can name the connection whatever you want, something so that you'll remember it. I'm going to call it Compumatik VPN. Don't check off use a smart card. Don't allow other people to use this connection. You really want this only for your Windows profile. And I'm going to select Don't Connect Now, just set it up so I can connect later. That's important because if you're setting it up in the office or if you're setting it up ahead of time, you won't want to connect when you're done this process. Click Next. Now you're going to type in your username. I'm going to put in my password. You don't want to show characters unless you want to see what password you've typed in. You can check off remember this password, but it's a security risk. In case you lose a laptop, it'll allow anybody to open your VPN connection. We don't recommend doing that. And more than likely we've left this domain blank unless in the information we provided here you see a domain name. We're going to click Create. Gives you the option to connect now, but I'm going to close that because I want to change the type of VPN. That's the next step. You're going to go to your networking icon here in the bottom. Left click on this icon and it's going to show you the VPNs you have now. I already had one connected. I'm going to select the one we just connected. I called it Compumatik VPN. Right click on that and choose Properties. Go to the Security tab and here you're going to see Type of VPN at the top. Now we've told you the type to use. It's point-to-point tunneling, PPTP. You can pull it down and look here for PPTP. Select that and click OK. And if we haven't told you what to use, you can just leave that as automatic. Windows will on its own figure out what type of VPN to use every time you connect, but the connection might take a little bit longer. Now that that's set up, I'm going to left click on the networking icon again, and I'm going to connect to my VPN. Now I had this one set up already to work properly, so I'm going to use it. You're going to left click on your VPN connection here and choose Connect. It's going to ask you for your password if you haven't saved it, which again is our recommendation. So I'll put in my password. I'm not going to save it for anybody, and I'll hit Connect. That should have worked. You can see here now, when I click on the networking icon, my VPN is connected. Now as you can see, nothing here has changed. I'm still using my regular Windows. You won't notice any difference. If you were to open an internet browser, everything would look the same. What the VPN allows you to do is to connect to your shared files at the office. But since you're on a home computer or a business computer or somewhere outside of the office, the computer you're on doesn't know where to find those files. So the best way to do this, if you're using the computer just once, it's a temporary use. You can do this through the Run dialog here. If it's a home computer, and this is what I'm going to show you to do, you can create a shortcut so that next time you connect, you'll have a link to your shared files. So on your desktop, you're going to right click, select New, Shortcut, and here you're going to put in the share address that we let you know here. So in our case, it's //DC. I'm going to type that in. Yours will be different, but you just type in whatever you see and click Next. It's going to ask you for a name. I'm going to call it Shared Files and Finish. Now I have a shortcut on my desktop. So if I want to find our Office's shared files, I can double click on that. And it should ask me for a password. Now that's because my VPN password isn't the same as my Windows password. We do that for security purposes, so that even if you lose your laptop, somebody else finds it and connects to your VPN, they still can't get into the shared files. So all you have to do here is put in your Windows password. Remember, not your VPN password, but your Windows password. And if the username here isn't the same, you can select Use Another Account, and you could put in your Windows username and password. Here I'm just going to put in my password, and now I have access to all my shared files. This username and password will be good as long as my VPN connection is open. Every time I disconnect and reconnect, I'll have to put in that username and password again. I'm going to show you, just in case you're on a temporary computer and you don't want to create that shortcut on somebody else's computer, you could find those shared files just by clicking on the Start button here. Oh, I can't get it up. And in the search bar, put in that same address, and it'll pull up the folder for you. That's all. Your VPN should now be set up. If you have Windows 8 and you need to know how to use that, you can check our other video. If you have any questions, you can always contact our support team at support@compumatik.com, or you can visit our website at www.compumatik.com. Thanks very much for watching, and we hope you enjoy working from home.